Party on the beach.
Somewhere I'd want to be. Beaches.
Bob Marley.
Beaches.
Bolt.
Everyone thinks of different things when they hear the Caribbean, but usually positive attributes. If some places in the Caribbean are seen as the most homophobic places in the world, why is homophobia so often ignored?
I think gays are discriminated in Jamaica, and often violent crimes are done to them because of their beliefs.
They're sometimes stoned or cursed after, like while they'll just be in the streets, and it's just not well taken. And yeah.
Just heard some stones being thrown. Some of the athletics crowd have found a new field event: stoning.
Most people in Barbados don't really come out as being gay because they're scared of how they'll be treated afterwards. Like, a lot of people get scared that their friends will kind of isolate them and treat them differently, so they tend to just remain in the closet and they don't like show who they really are.
People.
A lot of gay men don't live nowhere.
Church groups in Jamaica often influence everyone that gay is wrong, and then they'll hold that sin as being higher over all the other sins, such as adultery. So then the population of Jamaica, since it's mainly Christian, get influenced by them, and the hate for them just grows.
Man need a woman. Man cannot multiply with man. Oh, praise the Lord.
In Barbados, I don't really know of many gay people, but I feel like they're afraid to come out, and that's why they're not many, because they get called names that aren't nice, like body man, bulla, which they're all not nice names.
In Jamaica, gays are treated really badly because they call them names like Battyman and Fish, and you're allegedly called a priest because you touch boys. And if you do stuff that is seen as gay, they'll say why, as if to say, why are you acting like that?
People will throw stones at them if they walk by. People will try and light fires on them, and people will shout out horrible, disgusting words to them.
When you go to parties and they play songs that are like in favor of homophobia, everyone goes along with it and they kind of support it, and yeah.
Yeah, you're frowned upon if you are not homophobic.
The right to life.
Arbitrary arrest.
The right to form a family.
The right to non-discrimination has to be free from violence and harassment.
The rights to free expression and free association. The freedom of movement.
The right to work.
The right to be free from torture or cruelty, inhuman or degrading treatment.
The right to privacy.
The right to a fair trial.
church groups.
Pentecostal preacher Clive Campbell finds a receptive audience for his street sermon on homosexuality.
The majority of the Caribbean is a Christian community, and we grow up being told that being gay is not right. We are always told that it's a big sin, and so the Christian community really shuns gay rights and gay people.
Reach a stage in our country where it is told that we should exercise tolerance. But let me remind you something. It is an abomination for a man to leave the convenience of a woman. Look how woman sweet.
Dance hall artists.
The August 24 Canadian Reggae Fest featuring Jamaican Queen Ifrica has been cancelled after mounting outcry over her anti-gay stance. Activists turned up the pressure this week, saying Ifrica is notorious for her homophobic lyrics and should not be a part of the event.
A lot of Jamaican youth are influenced by dancehall artists because it's one of the most prominent genres in Jamaica, and they listen to the lyrics that are being sung in the songs and they go and repeat them, and when they're at parties and hear them, they encourage them, and if you don't follow those lyrics, then you're frowned upon and you're not part of the cool squad. So everyone wants to be part of the cool kids, and they say, hey, let's hate batty men, and then they act like that and then tell their children when they're older, and the chain will just go on because it'll always be there, and music is something you can never erase.
Government law.
I cannot behave in any way that will confirm that I am gay.
There's an anti-sodomy law from 1864 that bans anal sex between men with a maximum of 10 years of imprisonment. But the law doesn't include lesbian sex, so why are gay men not allowed to love who they want to love?
They actually speak to the act of anal intercourse, whether between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a man and a beast, which is another unfortunate piece about it, that it lumps bestiality with it.
Last time anyone was convicted under this law was 2005, but since then the law has still given scope to people who want to harass gay men. Even if the government tries to change this law, which it has tried to, the people get upset and they'll protest. And that only shows that homophobia is still so common and so hard to change.
2012 National Jamaican Survey said that 46% of Jamaicans felt repulsion towards homosexuality and 5.6% of Jamaicans felt acceptance towards homosexuality.
Brian Williamson was a Jamaican gay rights activist and co-founder of the Jamaican Forum for Lesbian and Gays, who was known for personally housing and looking after gay people in Jamaica. He was murdered with a machete in 2004, suffering multiple stab wounds to neck and face. Human Rights Watch researcher Rebecca Scheifler had a meeting with Williamson that day and got to his house not long after his body had been discovered. She said she found a crowd singing and dancing outside, celebrating, laughing, and shouting. One man yelled, "Batty man, he get killed," and another sang, "Boom Bye Bye," which is from a well-known song by Buju Banton about shooting and burning gay men. She said it was like a parade. They were basically partying.
Jamaica has a reputation for its intolerance of homosexuality. Male gay sex is punishable by 10 years hard labour.